Hi Marla. This assignment on vectors and scalars is much better now. Just wanted to go over a couple of things with you. Uh, just to just to point it out. All of I'm gonna look at question number 5 first. So here's question number 5. Everything you did with these ones are good. Now the only thing, and maybe you did this on scrap paper on the side, is it always helps to draw a little diagram. So north is straight up. So north 15 degrees west might look something, oh that's not very good, something like that. And this is the triangle that we get from it, and 220 is right there. And because we're looking for the x component, we're looking for this one, so it's opposite on hypotenuse, so we're using sine. So it always helps to draw that picture. Now the other thing that we have here is, this is what we're looking at, is our x component. Now that's to the left, but more importantly it is west. So the horizontal component is either going to be west or it's going to be east. So we always want to have our direction on here. The same thing happens with this one. We have, let's see, this answer will be 24 centimeters east. Now with 6, we're looking at the y components, which is the vertical component. So these will either be given north or south. So this one is north because it was northeast. So the components, one will be north and the other component will be east. And with this one, it's south 7 degrees east. It is going to be mostly south. In fact, it's almost 5 kilometers south, and that's what we started with. The answer that you have here, I believe, is correct, and I'm going to go to that right now. I'm going to skip that and go straight to number 7. Obviously, number 7 had a lot of work to it, and you did every step in number 7 correctly. So the one thing, it's a little bit hard to see, I think you have negatives here in some places, which is good. And once you found out what all these values are, you have to add them together. So if your directions are both west, then you just add them together. If one's west and one's east, then you have to subtract one from the other, and then you have your direction. So again, everything you did here is good. The only thing I wanted to, I wanted to show you was, once we had our numbers here, which is 8.6 west, I'm just going to do a rough diagram here, 8.6 west and 7.6 north. So this is what we have. So we want to know how long the side is, which you found to be 11.55, and we want to know what this angle is. So you found out this angle to be 41.7. So again, just that little diagram, 41.7, I'll say 42 degrees, just drawing this little diagram helps us out. So let's see if I can go to the final answer. Let's see if it's here. So right here is where you have it, and I'm not sure what you did to know that this is right, but it is indeed correct. Sorry, in question 7b, you have to do exactly the same thing as what you did in 7a. It's a lot of work for one question, but that is what you did is exactly right. Now looking at question, let's see, looking at this question here, this is the one where you had 4a where you had to graph. And I didn't realize that you had this done sideways on your graph paper, but this one is correct. 4a is correct. Now when you're doing a graph, the best habit to get into is to make your graph as big as you can. So this 4b, it's a little bit hard to understand. It might be right, it might be accurate, but because it's so small on graph paper, it would be better if you made it the entire size of your graph paper, and then you would have much better results. And in fact, I think you did make a little mistake on this one. So anyway, I think you have a much better understanding than you did before. Always write down your direction, and talk to you soon.